I just watched a crazy video from Code Blue Cam about a drunk driver, and really, drunk is not the proper nomenclature. That doesn't really tell the whole story. He is cartoonishly inebriated, to the point where I was half expecting him to start burping up bubbles like a character out of Tom and Jerry when they drink a root beer. So this goober was driving the wrong way and actually almost hit Kamala Harris head on. So he starts getting interviewed by the Secret Service at the scene as well.
But as her motorcade made its way to the airport along I-94, a vehicle driving in the wrong direction approached, narrowly missing the convoy by just feet. After passing 29 vehicles involved in the escort, a Milwaukee County Sheriff's deputy at the rear of the motorcade quickly stopped the vehicle, identifying the driver as 55-year-old Wayne Wacker.
Could there be a better name? Wayne Wacker sounds like a superhero who jerks off villains at dangerously high velocities till they give up. Wayne Wacker. It's like a name I would make up for a Dark Souls character.
An open Miller Lite beer can was clearly visible in the center console.
They should have slapped an additional charge on this DUI for his beer of choice being a Miller Lite. I've been saying it for like 8 years now. Miller Lite is the actual worst piss water ever made. Full stop. I can't stand that. If you serve me Miller Lite, I'm leaving. Like, that's a sure. Like, you would get me out of an establishment faster by handing me a Miller Lite than you would by telling me it was on fire.
You guys ID and everything?
I didn't get anything yet.
Are you got your ID on you, sir?
What?
You got your ID on you?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna need that. Is it in here? Your ID's in here? I don't think so. Where are you coming from tonight, my boss? You don't know? Clearly too little too much to drink, even with your Miller Lite here, huh?
Doesn't matter.
It sure does.
This man is so lost, truly discombobulated, acting like Robin Williams when he popped out of Jumanji for the first time, wondering what year it is. He is in a trance. He is so drunk he doesn't know what's happening. When the officer picked up the Miller Lite and took it away from Wayne Wacker, I thought he was gonna jump at him like a Five Nights at Freddy's jump scare to get it back. Like, he looked upset that the Miller Lite was moving out of arm's reach.
Why do you keep pointing at that? I didn't need your ID. I don't care what's in there. Oh, no, still not it.
They get caught in this cutscene here with Wayne having a whack attack. Like, he doesn't know where the ID is, so instead he just, like, slowly moves around like one of the tree imps in Lord of the Rings and, like, just cannot, like, grasp what's going on. He's in a totally different dimension.
Hop on out now. Hop on out of the car.
Huh?
Hop out of the car. We'll talk with my partner.
No, let's get him out first. Let's get him out. That's fine. So unbuckle your seatbelt, sir.
They eventually just decided to skip this cutscene because Wayne was making no progress locating that ID. We'd probably find Atlantis before Mr. Wacker would stumble across his ID.
Down south?
Down south? You know you could have killed somebody, right? Going the wrong way in traffic, man. A very busy highway here. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay. How much have you had to drink today?
Couple of beers.
Couple beers? How long ago?
For this wrong way, I have to start a new car over there.
Tonight.
Tonight? Okay. What's your name, man?
Wayne.
Wayne? Wayne what?
Whacker.
Whacker.
It's a very serious situation. I've made this clear many times over the years. I have literally zero respect for drunk drivers. But even in a situation like this, hearing someone say that their name is Wayne Wacker, I don't know if I'd be able to stop myself from laughing. Like, I don't know how I wouldn't giggle at that name.
U.S. Secret Service agents responded to the traffic stop to speak with Wayne.
Where were you? Like, where were you headed from? Do you remember?
Yeah.
Where were you coming from?
Down a gay bar down in.
A gay bar downtown, or like where?
Yeah.
Now we're getting a little exposition here and some background on the character. They're starting to flesh out the lore of Wayne Wacker. So they lean him against that median because couldn't really stand super well, so they have him leaning there and he just starts like posting up, fucking taking a chill pill, like he's about to overdose on chill pills while he's intoxicated. So he's just leaning against there and they're just asking him some like basic questions like, do you remember where you're coming from? And he said that he's coming from a gay bar downtown.
Was it in the center council or where was it at?
It's there.
It's there? Okay.
Out of traffic in the Warwood State Patrol.
Sir, Secret Service.
See
See a motorcade go by?
What?
See a bunch of cars go by when they're going the wrong way?
Yeah.
You didn't see that?
I look by to take that.
Wayne is gripping that like it's a roller coaster ride. He is holding on for dear life there. So the Secret Service comes over to get some answers to some questions to see if this guy was like trying to perform an assassination attempt here. And Wayne, he doesn't even know what's going on. Going the wrong way, doesn't see any of the 29 cars that passed him. He doesn't know what is happening. He is so fucking drunk. In the way that he speaks, it sounds like he's got like peanut butter in his mouth. Like it sounds like he is actually talking in a dream. Like, you know, like when you're in a dream and everything feels like really slow and like odd, like especially throwing a punch. Like that is how he is talking.
Where are you coming from? Car? Home? Alright. How much did you have to drink?
2 beers.
Suspicious, 979-1260.
Any idea the Kamala Harris is in town?
Well, I guess I did.
Is that the reason you're going the wrong way on the highway?
No.
Why are we going the wrong way on the highway? Because you're drunk? What?
Drunk.
He admits to being drunk, yet he still says he only drank 2 beers. Usually that whole "I've only had 2 drinks" line from drunk drivers is a tactic employed by those that are trying to convince the others that they're not drunk. Wayne is just like, I'm drunk. Drunk. Speaking like a caveman with like one word. Drunk. I don't even really see the point of why he's lying about how much alcohol he's consumed. Or maybe he's just a super lightweight somehow and he really did only have 2 beers and he ended up that fucking hammered. Though I find that pretty unlikely.
Do you remember what entrance you came up on?
What?
Do you know what entrance ramp you came up on? You don't remember any of that?
There's no idea other than his yes employee.
What?
Passport?
I didn't. No.
Do you have a passport? No?
No?
Okay.
What's your height and weight?
I'm fat.
Now the officers can't contain their laughter anymore. He is so fucking inebriated that when asked questions like what's your height and weight, all he can say is fat. And they found his public school ID. Turns out Wayne Wacker is a teacher, and you can clearly see Professor Wacker isn't taking this super seriously. He doesn't understand just how dangerous this was.
Are you motivated by any kind of extremism group? Are you involved or associated with any kind of groups?
No.
Like a military group or like anything like that? Are you a gun holder?
Oh, what?
A gun holder. Like, do you have a concealed carry? Do you own weapons at home?
No.
Anything like that? You don't have any guns at home?
Yeah, I do.
What do you got?
Pretty much the entire time Wayne is smiling, like he has like a perpetual smile as his eyes are almost fully closed. So he almost seems flattered with how many officers and Secret Service agents showed up. He even asked if all of them were there for him, and they said, yeah, you're driving the wrong way down a very busy road. And he goes, really? Like it looked like it was the happiest fucking moment of his life. Like he just went downstairs on Christmas morning and saw the bicycle he's always wanted under the tree from Santa.
Yeah, what school? What the hell is it called? No, I'm asking. It's called,
Where's it located, Wayne?
no, it's called, No, wait. What art did you teach, or what do you do? Yeah,
I'm 100% sure that Wayne was going to try and make up a school name so that way he didn't risk his job with all of this. Because I think he was able to process that, oh, cops, drunk, this might not be a good look for the school, and now they know I'm a teacher. I'll try and throw him off the trail with a made-up name. But he was too fucked up, he couldn't think of any other name. But I really thought, like, when they asked him, you know, where is it? I thought he was going to reach into his pocket and give him one of these or something. Or hit him with, like, a really stupid name for a school. Like Education Academy or something. But he just wasn't able to put it all together. So instead, he just keeps, like, stalling. Like, he just keeps throwing in, like, filler words. Or maybe he truly is so drunk he just can't even remember where he teaches every day. Also possible, I suppose.
What's the deal?
All right, remember what I told you, Wayne? We're going to do some field sobriety tests to make sure that you're okay to drive, okay? So my
Well, I'm
partner's
not driving.
Well, you were.
I want you to keep your head straight, but I want you to follow it with just your eyes, okay? Remember what I was saying? Wayne?
Am I doing it right?
Nope. So remember what I was saying? Just keep your head straight. Okay, and just follow it with just your eyes.
Oh, just my eyes.
Just your eyes, okay? So you're still in your head. All right, you're right.
For so many decades, people have criticized Superman Clark Kent, the disguise, being really lackluster because Clark Kent is just Superman with a pair of glasses on and nothing else. How would people not connect the dots that Clark Kent is Superman? Like, the glasses wouldn't be enough for the disguise. But I totally get it now. When Wayne Wacker took off his glasses, he immediately polymorphed into Alex Jones. Like, he instantly just shape-shifted into Alex Jones. It was like a totally different looking guy. His fucking facial expressions remind me of Super Mario 64 when you start up the game and you can take the little hand and move his nose around and move his mouth around and everything and shake his head around. That is what Wayne Wacker is doing here for the Follow the Light field sobriety test.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, you all done, Wayne?
Yeah.
All right, one more test for you. Okay.
As graceful as a ballerina and as elegant as a butterfly. Wayne, you've outdone yourself with that one. I half expected him to go up on his tippy toes and then hit us with a curtsy at the very end of that.
1, 2. 1. Hold on. I'm joking.
That's all right. Just do the best you can.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, we'll move on, Wayne, to the... Yeah, one more test, okay?
He agreed to the PBT, which resulted in 0.252.
And blow. Keep blowing, keep blowing, keep blowing, keep blowing, keep blowing.
I did good.
All right, you know what the legal limit to drive in the state of Wisconsin is, Wayne?
No.
Okay, so it's 0.08, okay?
I passed.
All right, so you're at a 0.252, okay? So that's more than 3 times the legal limit. Wayne, you're going to be placed on arrest for OWI tonight, okay?
I can't believe it turned out he was actually drunk. I thought with how well he was doing in those field sobriety tests, it may have been a misunderstanding. Maybe he just got confused with the, where he was going on the road, the ramp threw him for a loop-de-loop and pull type maneuver. But I guess he was actually intoxicated. I'm as stunned as you are.
In the end, Wayne was only charged with felony second-degree recklessly endangering safety and received over $2,700 in traffic citations, including one for operating while intoxicated. Since his last OWI conviction occurred more than 10 years ago, it is being treated as a first offense.
Yeah, so that's how the story of Wayne Wacker and the Miller Lite wraps itself up there. I just had to talk about this a little bit. It was one of the weirder drunk driving body cam videos I've seen from Code Blue Cam or any of the other body cam channels. It was quite a ride. That's really about it. So yeah. The Drunk Sheriff Midwest Safety vid. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Nicholas Kochi is the sheriff of Hampton County, Massachusetts, which is where the city of Springfield is located. The officers are able to get the sheriff to come out of the casino so they can investigate. However, the sheriff won't make it easy for them.
How you doing, Sheriff? Good, very good.
Oh man, he has got that build. The bowling ball build. I have a feeling this is going to get aggressive.
Actually, what happened?
I was coming around the corner, I popped the tire.
Do you know where? We're trying to. We were looking to see where you were in the casino and everything, and
it's all good.
It's all good.
Change the tire.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. The problem is, hang on for a second. Were you the one driving it?
No.
You weren't driving. Okay.
He just said that he popped the tire. I came around the corner, popped the tire. Were you driving it? No. Maybe he's gonna pull a sovereign citizen. I was traveling. Yes, I was the one traveling in my vessel.
I've got this right here.
Yeah.
Everything's on camera. I got to take it by the numbers.
Change the tire.
I got to take it by the numbers.
Yeah, just let his buddy come out here and change the tire. He'll be here any second now.
Driving to say, we'll see that on the camera. I can go talk to him. Everything will be good. All right. What's that? Okay.
What did he think that was going to change? He knows they have body cams. Why would he? This guy's on some shit, actually. Wait a minute, that's kind of galaxy brain. You can't say he said he was driving. Perhaps his lips just looked like he said that.
I'll tell you what, leave the car here. Leave it.
Nope, sir.
Yeah, just fucking leave it. I don't need it anymore.
Stay put, all right?
I'm gonna come hit it with a sledgehammer in a moment.
Because based on... Yeah.
It's clear by the sheriff's body language that he is likely secretly signaling for his lieutenant to deactivate his body camera, which the lieutenant refuses to do.
Right. And if
W from the lieutenant, love that.
But right now I'm conducting an investigation, okay? I need you...
God, he is steaming. He looks like Eustace from Courage when he got that gel on his head. Holy, he is turning so fucking red, too.
Right. Where was it?
Right up on the corner. And I took the turn.
Took the turn into here?
Yeah.
Okay. There looks like there's a plant on there. Was there a plant that...
Might have been.
Might have been. Oh. But that's where it was, so the remnants of the time...
Someone might have thrown a plant at me. I don't know. What?
I have no idea.
Hey, it happens. What? Is it a crime to hit a plant? What happened? Can't hit plants no more?
Everything's recorded, everything's inspected, everything's going to be nice and easy, okay, sir? All right.
He is so fucking mad. Oh my. I can feel his spiritual pressure from here. It's like Kinpachi.
Can you head down to the
but
corner
much more rotund.
And just see if there's any find the tire? No.
He's activating T-pose. Well, it's that way we can easily model him in Maya.
Where that was it, and here. Okay. Okay. We're going to take a walk over where we're a little bit out of sight. Okay? No. How much you had to drink tonight, sir? Couple beers.
Oh, not the couple of beers. Oh no.
Okay.
The couple. He's fucking toasted.
I'd like to ask you to do field sobriety.
Nope, not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen.
I'm not driving. Yeah. Field sobriety for what?
All right. What's that? All right. You came from East Columbus. You turned in here. You can't find the tire. Okay. That's fine. There's clear indications that that rim.
Man, fucking annihilated that tire. No trace of it left.
I'd ask you to I'm going to ask you a second time if you will perform field sobriety so I can determine if you are safe to drive. Okay? I have a PBT that can sort this out right now.
Not going to happen.
Okay? So you're going to field sobriety.
Yep.
He's driving a hard bargain.
The alcohol consumption. All right?
A little bit.
Driving. Okay?
That's what you're,
all right? Well, then
assume.
Then at that point...
While the body cam footage is redacted, this is when the sheriff's official arrest takes place. The body cam resumes right after the sheriff is placed in handcuffs.
Why is it redacted? What happened? Did this sheriff hang hog or something? Why would we redact? Like, we got everything else. What could have possibly happened in this moment? Unless he just fucking went sack out. Why is that redacted? Huh? Just ongoing court case? I guess, yeah, I guess this might be like a crucial component here, but I feel like everything else has been very strong evidence already. I can't imagine there was anything else here that's like a narrative changer.
All right, we're going to walk down to my unmarked. Sergeant, let me have you come with me as well. All right.
No, I think you can drive that out and be honest with you. It doesn't look too bad. Yeah, just have someone hop in there and just take it to the station.
County vehicle. If he's able to fix it.
Oh my god. That is catastrophic. What does this guy do? Run over a landmine?
Oh, careful.
He's even wearing a shirt that says sheriff on the sleeve.
You can move anything over.
Very interesting. This is also probably one of the only times I've seen a front seat arrest. The only other time is when that lady slipped out of her handcuffs and stole the car.
Scrapes as well. More scrapes in the middle of the roadway. Consistent path. More scrapes in the middle of the roadway.
Man, this guy's full-blown investigating. Good for him. We're gonna find that tire, goddammit.
These scrapes lead to the location where they found...
Yeah, riding on the rims will do that to you. Scratching up the whole road, leaving an actual treasure map to him.
Kochi freely admits Saturday, September 21st, was not a good day for him. He was arrested outside MGM Springfield for driving while intoxicated and subsequently suspended for several days without pay.
Several days? How's he gonna feed his family? Several days? Oh, I dare not say. Several days? Oh, wow. Nick, buddy, wow. Punishment does not fit the crime. That's extreme. Wow, that's extreme. They gave him a long weekend. Woof!
Very blessed as the sheriff of Hampden County, but more importantly, as the person, Nick Kochi. There's no question 6 weeks ago was not one of my finest moments.
Kochi immediately took ownership for that behavior, leaving court after his arraignment in late September.
Am I stupid, or is that suit way too big for him? That looks like me wearing my dad's suit.
Leaving court after
Why are the sleeves so big?
in late September, he pulled no punches at the time. The sheriff is humbled by the outpouring of support and understanding from the community and says he won't let them down again.
And if there's a day that comes up and you don't show your best version, well, tomorrow you wake up and you make sure your version's better.
Very inspirational.
That's a lesson that I'm going to continue to show who Nick Kochi is. Never mind the sheriff part. Who am I as a person?
Kochi, in his second six-year term as sheriff, says he's resilient.
I'm sure that same courtesy is extended to everybody else. Yeah. Look, drunk driving, not great. But look, I was a victim. And now, I can rise above this and become the hero I was meant to be.
His driver's license was also temporarily suspended, and he was required to attend an OUI education program. As of April 2025, there are no reports indicating Kochi has encountered further legal trouble. In fact, in January 2025, he was appointed vice president of the Massachusetts Sheriff's Association. Let us know your thoughts about this incident in the comments below, and if you think the prosecutor should have also charged him with leaving the scene of a crash.
No, why would they do that? No, what? I agree with this YouTube commenter. Lieutenant needs to be the sheriff. Man's the epitome of integrity. Takes guts to stand up to your colleagues and overwhelming courage to stand up to your boss. Unironically, that lieutenant, huge W. What's crazy is I bet he was fucking fired. Well, he probably. I don't think he would have got away with firing that guy, especially with this kind of case, but I bet the sheriff really thought about how to punish him. Crazy. That is crazy. Last night I went over a story on stream that I've been thinking about ever since. It's actually a pretty genius plan that unfortunately didn't pan out. A man in Colorado was pulled over on suspected intoxicated driving, and in order to escape the DUI, he hatched a pretty big brain scheme. He switched places with his dog, who was in the passenger seat. So he put his dog in the driver's seat and he scurried over to the passenger seat and tried to pretend that the dog was the one driving, not him. And I thought to myself, that could work. If only he was better at, like, creative writing in high school or something, like, if he was able to pass the charisma check here, he might have been able to squeak this one out, you know? Officer pulls up to the window and then maybe the guy makes a scene. He's like, "Oh, thank heavens, officer. You're an angel sent from above. This dog's granny shifting, not double clutching like he should. Lucky he didn't blow the welds off the intake. I'm glad you came over when you did, officer. Help me. I've been kidnapped by the corgi. Please put an end to his reign of terror. Lock him away and get me out of here." There's just a line where a plan becomes so stupid that it's actually brilliant. And that's what I think is on full display with this case. The only problem is they haven't released the footage from the situation. The guy apparently even took off on foot when all else failed. So I would have really liked to have seen this whole thing play out. Would have been a beautiful Looney Tunes moment, but they haven't released the video yet. So right now all we have is the story, which I'll show you the stream clips going over it. But I just really appreciate some creative plans like this. I have no respect for drunk drivers at all, so I hope this guy gets locked up and punished accordingly. But god damn it, I gotta be honest, I admire his dedication to a wacky idea. You know, by the Colorado man who swapped seats with his dog when he got pulled over for the DUI. I meant to look that up. It was in Colorado? Let's see. Did it work? Keep in mind, they called Isaac Newton crazy when he pitched gravity, so let's not be too quick to judge. Colorado driver tried to avoid DUI by switching seats with dog. Speeding driver who was pulled over in Colorado tried to switch seats with his dog in the passenger seat to evade arrest. Like, that's just a big brain scheme. Man was initially stopped for speeding at 52 miles per hour in a 30 mile per hour zone. He was intoxicated. The driver attempted to switch places with his dog as the SPD officer approached and watched the entire process. Is there body cam footage? I'd love to see it. Was it a smooth process? Did he almost get away with it except for these meddling kids? The man also claimed he was not driving in the vehicle and attempted to run away from police when he was asked about his alcohol consumption. He did not make it far. Police said the man, who's not been named, was arrested within 20 yards of the car and charged with driving under the influence, resisting arrest, and speeding. Well, what about the dog? Was the dog not slapped in handcuffs? He could have been the puppet master the whole time. Oh, here we go. As for his dogs, whom police did not name either, the animal was given to the driver's acquaintance to take care of while his owner serves his time in jail. The dog does not face any charges and was let go with a warning. They didn't even bother investigating. Hey, I wouldn't be so quick to write this off as impossible. I've seen dogs driving cars. And with the way people drive in Florida, I wouldn't be surprised if there are more dogs behind the wheel of vehicles than we give credit for. Yeah, like, just take a peek at this. It happens. They're learning. They're evolving. God, that's so cute. Holy shit. I really wish there was footage of this. I would love to see how this played out. Because an officer saw everything, which means his body cam must have picked it up, but that footage hasn't seen the light of day yet. Maybe the dog's lawyers are trying to suppress it. Get the fuck out of my face. Florida man arrested for throwing lunch meat at a cop. Okay.
And it's not your fault. I was arrested about 8 months ago.
What an aggressive shirt. Just a cat that says die. Man was really on a Redbubble binge. That is an interesting fashion statement. I wonder what the rest of his wardrobe looks like.
About 8 months ago.
Okay, back up for me a little bit, please.
Okay. I was arrested 8 months ago, and I spent 18 months in prison, which was not fun. I'm so glad to be out. But anyways.
Was this the same? Like, you got arrested 8 months ago and then spent 18 months in jail? Did they lock you in the hyperbolic time chamber? What happened? What kind of fucking time dilation happened there? Man got arrested on the outskirts of a black hole? Interesting. This is already a fascinating plot.
I'm suing the Volusia County Sheriff. I'm suing. This is all with my lawyer. It's currently underway.
What's your question?
The lawyer's coming? Why?
If I sue the Port Orange Police Department and they give me $250,000,
that's a good payday.
Free, right?
I have no idea.
Okay, I'll have to talk to my accountant about that.
Okay. I'm here because
is she on her way?
An employee in the smoke shop right here behind me says that you've been coming in and out and bothering her and the customers.
No. When she set my stuff outside then.
What stuff?
I have $2,000 worth of merchandise that she's holding.
No, she said that she rung a bunch of stuff up for you and you never bought it.
Now.
Okay.
Go ask her, you
Why?
mother.
Wait.
Okay.
Come over here and I'll kick your father.
What the
Come on, mother.
Oh, wow, I paused at a very deadly frame there. Luckily I stopped when I did, otherwise we wouldn't have even known he threw a kick, it was so fast. We'd just see its after image. How did that escalate so drastically? What happened? Good lord, though. Did he hit a whippet and I wasn't looking? Yeah, he's definitely on some shit. I have $2,000 worth of merchandise, go ask her. Okay. You motherfucker! Put him up! It's time we get pugilistic.
Okay.
You think I can't do it? I know.
Don't want to do
black
this.
belt in karate.
Okay.
A black belt in judo.
You understand your trespass from
Okay, you don't want to mess with this guy.
I'll take your gun and walkie-talkie.
Okay.
And I'll drive off in your patrol car.
Why would you do
You
that?
understand your trespass from the store, correct?
Yes, I understand you, mother.
Okay.
Now get that out of my face.
I'm 12 feet away from you, not in your face at all.
No, the deli meat!
Okay.
He's sniping him with the cold cuts. Oh, Jesus Christ. You went too far when you brought out the hickory smoked turkey. He's also a black belt in handcuff escape magic. And arrest the sandwich as well.
Well, this is another suit. I'm suing you for $1 million.
Well, okay. He might have a case on his hands here. I don't think the lunch meat hit him.
I'll be out in 30
He dodged
minutes.
it. Okay. Man, I don't know what possesses a man to waste deli meat like that, but god damn it. Fallen soldier. This guy's team of lawyers is going to have a field day with this officer. True, one of them's on the way here, apparently. He's clearly a junkie. Well, I mean, we don't have a whole lot to go on, but he's definitely on something here for this video. No shot. I don't think he's sober. I mean, he does have a little quirk to him. He's got that pep in his step. He immediately was ready to throw down. Rich Karen thinks she's above the law by police insider.
Through traffic, and then when you pulled in here, you hit the curb here in front of Publix because you're trying to avoid me. I don't know.
No, that's not true. There was a banana peel in the middle of the road, and it spun out.
Trying to go home. Okay, but it's 40 miles an hour, and I was doing 40, and you blew past me.
I have 50 employees.
At her house.
I own a business.
She has to go see them.
Where is that at?
Next door to Cooperstock Winery.
Go to the winery, conduct an investigation, and then we'll determine that here. If everything
Did she mention she owns a business yet?
business. So right now, I just need you not communicating.
I'm sorry.
You're fine, you're fine. Sometimes it's a little
very
intimidating for people.
Was that a cry attempt? Because no part of her face moved. She just made, like, panting noises like a dog after it's run around a lot. Does she know how to cry?
I own...
You own...
Blow.
The blow dry bar.
Hmm.
Okay, cool.
I own my business. I manipulate 30 employees.
Cool choice of words.
Property in South Tampa for 30 years now.
South Tampa? Wait, was this in Tampa? My god. I may have seen her at some point.
I've been a South Tampa.
Mhm.
I've owned property here for the past 12 years, but regardless how I've been treated today,
I've been here longer than that. Have we ever crossed paths, you think?
It was just my business, but that's, you know.
So it's something that doesn't have to do with...
I mean,
Imagine you see me in this fucking footage as I, like, come over here. Maybe I drove by this at some point.
right? I have 30 employees that manipulate me every day, and you have
A lot of manipulation going on at the bar.
thousands of people that manipulate you. I don't have kids. I can't have kids.
Oh, that's sad. I'm sorry to hear that. That's rough. A lot of trauma dumping.
And she's not making it in my car.
So I'm not asking.
Let's see if I recognize this area. That looks like some kind of Hilton. Yes. No fucking clue where that is. That could be fucking anywhere.
Yeah.
You're asking?
Oh, I'm telling you.
The boss music has started playing. There's pretty much nowhere in Tampa I haven't been. I'm sure I've driven down this road at some point.
I own a business.
Okay.
I live right here.
What kind of business do you own?
I own a below dry bar. I own two. It's a franchise. I own a franchise.
I've never even heard of Blow Dry Bar. Is it no, it's probably not new. Terrible name, by the way. Fucking Blow Dry Bar. Hold on, let me check a little something real quick. This must be like South, like Kennedy-ish? Like off West Kennedy or something, maybe? I don't know why I care so much, but now this feels like a notable location. We got the fucking Blow Drop Bar owner out here. We gotta put up a sign.
Now into Tampa. I do nothing wrong.
Okay, how much have you had to drink tonight?
Nothing.
On behalf of Tampa, we thank you for your service, ma'am.
Okay, what were we drinking?
I don't remember. I saw it at 7 a.m. this morning. I have 30 employees.
Yes.
I just had to release my manager because she was trying to sue me for wrongful issues.
She must have been out of her mind. Suing you? I don't believe that. For what? Enjoying a meal? A succulent Chinese meal?
I had to step in
Do you remember what you were?
Who asked, by the way?
Told you, no?
Like, why are you saying this?
You're drinking and you say no, a mimosa.
You got this right there?
Was it no or a mimosa?
God, that attitude is so infuriating. I hate people that act like that. Oh.
So your last drink was at what time?
7 a.m.
And it was what?
A 7 a.m. mimosa 2 days ago. I'm sorry you didn't catch that.
Oh, wait!
2 days ago. 7
A monkey wrench. A new tidbit of lore.
So you haven't had anything to drink today?
That is correct. I had water. I had Diet Coke. Do you want? You question me on what I had to drink. Let's run it down.
Because I smell it on you.
I love that. Thank you. I had 2 Diet
Oh.
Thank you. At 10 a.m.
2 Diet Cokes at 10 a.m.? What are you doing? Trying to speedrun diabetes? You're out of your mind. You can't own blow dry bar like that.
I had a Starbucks refresher at noon. A Starbucks. You know what? I had cold brew at noon, and then 2 p.m.
God, do you ever stop drinking liquids, you gluttonous harpy? 6 espresso shots?
Espresso shots.
Officer, we need to get her to a cardiologist ASAP. What?
The reason why you were driving like that?
What? With espresso shots?
Holy Toledo!
Driving in the marriage were recklessly.
Recklessly. What was my issue?
That you were speeding.
You never released the issue. I asked you why was I being pulled over. You wouldn't tell me.
No, that was not me.
What happened to her boyfriend? Can we bring your boyfriend over here? That guy was a cool cucumber. That guy was calm, collected. Like, he would be her best asset right now. Did he just go home? He's like, yeah, is she in that mood right now? Is she talking about her business? Hey, good luck. I'm out of here. Lord have mercy. I'm going home.
You tell me why I was being pulled over.
Okay, so you were speeding. You were following people.
Can you show me why I was speeding? Mm-hmm. Can I see it? Can you show me?
Can you see what?
You pulled me over for speeding.
Yeah, can you
see why you pulled me over?
Yeah, use the time Infinity Stone. Let's go backwards so we can see it again.
How can I show you that you're speeding?
Are you serious? I know my rights. Okay. Can you show me?
You have to
stand over here.
Bring it up on the Jumbotron, please. Bring in the dancing lobsters.
I think you seem to think that you're in charge here, and you're really not.
She isn't. She owns a business. She is literally in charge.
I have concerns about your sobriety.
I don't want to be in the middle of the road.
But no, we have police cars with their lights on.
You sacrifice my safety. I chose to stay on the side of the road. That's my right. You can talk to me like a human.
So, I'd like to check your eyes as part of the field sobriety.
Check me, please.
Okay.
This is going very well. She knows what she's doing. They really did not like this woman. Even dunking on her in the aftermath. I can't imagine why. She seems like such a peach. She does seem to be a little off on that that wacky wizard wax here, though. She is not lucid.
Do you wear glasses or contacts?
How about you decide? Don't you have to judge?
I don't know if you
What?
No. Okay, sorry, sir.
Just analyzing your eyes here. Of course, I'm an optometrist. I can tell that you wear glasses based on the dents on your nose and, of course, your cataracts. You must wear glasses. That's what police officers are best known for. Being able to deduce whether someone wears glasses normally.
No, I click conditions.
Medical conditions.
Are you going to write them down or no?
No.
So I'm not going to tell you them.
You taking a prescription medication?
Absolutely.
Which thing?
You're going to write them down?
No.
Then no, I'm not going to tell you.
Why do you want me to write them down?
Without your consent, I'm not going to consent to your...
Okay. Haven't been diagnosed?
You're not writing them down. I haven't.
Checkmate.
Have you ever been diagnosed with diabetes?
Yes.
Okay, do you take insulin?
Absolutely.
When's the last time you took insulin?
2 weeks ago.
What?
Inbound.
What's that?
The inbound?
Inbound diabetes.
Yeah, type 2.
Okay.
So is that why I'm being pulled over?
I don't... Maybe I'm not familiar enough.
Diabetes.
No.
Weird. Continue with your factual.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Have you been diagnosed with epilepsy?
Yeah.
Okay. When's the last time you had a seizure?
Right now. Oh, imagine she just drops to the ground. Oh my god, that would have been so good. That would have been fucking cinema. She had such a big opportunity right there. You blew it. You absolutely blew it. What is inbound diabetes? Is that a real thing, or is she just spouting gobbledygook? No, it's just made up. Okay. That sounds about right. Can we search it up? Yeah, you know what, fine. I'll look up inbound diabetes. I see pre-diabetes on the rise. But it can be reversed. Not what we were looking for, but that's good news. Hey, a little surprise good news. Diabetes inbound. Oh yeah, maybe she was calling it in like a kill streak. I didn't even stop to consider that. You're so right.
30 employees. 2 of them are diagnosed with epilepsy.
And she... Oh, okay.
I am not. I am not.
Well, she's epileptic through osmosis by being in proximity to those with epilepsy.
Alright. Your disabilities, I don't know why you're being so difficult.
Oh, she's about to jump scare.
Alright, do you see the tip of my... I have concerns about your sobriety, so I'm asking if I can check your eyes.
I'm denying it.
Okay, so here's what I'll tell you. Is that... Well, hang on, we're... The exercise...
Now that the drink had finally kicked in, she was about to show her true self.
Exercise or vomit?
Oh no, the mask is coming off.
Of course you can.
You're telling me she's not a sweet lady?
Smell my suspicion. Do you see the tip of my pen?
Absolutely.
What color is it?
Red.
So, what I want you to
One
do
for
is
one.
move it back and forth several times. I want you to follow it with your eyes without moving your head, okay? Okay.
You've got this.
Pathetic. Left. Center.
Oh man, she's been in the Kovacs AIM lab.
Left. Come on, man.
She's even doing call-outs? Ma'am, please be on your way, we're sorry.
I'm trying to do the right thing here. I fired 2 people just because of based off of performance.
Well, whose fault?
I'm on your team, bro.
Okay, so then...
I'm on your team, like literally. I support you guys, true. Like I am on your team. I'm sorry.
Alright, fist bump. We'll seal it with a fist bump.
Coming through.
Okay, so... we're gonna use this one right here. That's on your left, my right. Okay.
Oh, she's going for the crane kick. Watch out, Jesus. Busting out the kung fu.
Position, okay?
Good lord.
The whole exercise on it.
Sure, my guy's on.
There's like
Sorry.
5 cameras on you right now.
I know.
Okay.
I love this. Hey, this is gonna be so much money. Hey, baby, got this?
Oh god, her boyfriend's still there. He's probably really embarrassed.
For me, but hey, they gonna do it for me.
Okay, so
let's do it.
I want you to put your left foot on this line.
This one. All right, I'm.
She's gonna make so much. Blow Dry Bar's about to have a new renaissance with how much she's gonna get paid from this.
I want you to put your left foot on this line.
Like that? Point it or what?
See,
Flat or point it? Because I will do both.
I'm demonstrating it for you.
Oh my god, this is my money maker.
This is the one.
Thank you so much for making.
This is the big time.
Okay, and then your right foot in front of your left foot touching heel to toe. Hands by your side touching your thighs. Not like that.
Very good.
How I'm doing.
Excellent.
I'm sorry.
Just like that.
Okay.
All right, I don't want you to do, so I don't want you to move or begin until I tell you to start.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
My God, the things her boyfriend must go through every day.
I mean, hey, narrator's not wrong.
To do a yellow line like you.
That fucking guy, he must be really just so embarrassed.
Okay.
So you did it. I have my state attorney. My best friend is Andrew Warren.
Andrew, what? The Andrew Warren?
First of all.
First of all, you can't walk a straight
Whoa.
line, so neither can I.
Okay.
Who?
Hi, sir.
God, this has to be so annoying. Like, this is a condensed version of this stop. Oh, this has got to be such a fucking headache. Can he, like, is there no other protocol where it's so blatantly obvious she is plastered? Like, what about just, like, a breathalyzer? Do they have to do the FST when someone is this just belligerent?
Manhole.
No,
On the manhole.
that's the beginning of the yellow line.
Sure.
All right, so I want you to go back.
Yeah, do some of those. Do some of this.
This is not a joke.
Sir.
Okay.
My life, you're kind of you're mimicking my life. I make $700,000 a year. You're mimicking my life. Don't touch me. You again.
Wow.
Don't touch me.
That got really aggressive.
Are you going to participate in this exercise?
1,000%.
Okay, then put your left on this line.
Away from me.
It was daytime when they started.
I don't know what they mean.
Yeah.
Get her away from me.
That's, so...
She's doing lunges just like you asked her.
Thank you.
What's wrong?
Hands by your side, touching your thighs.
Can she get away?
You're interrupting the feng shui here, please. You need to move. You're ruining her chakra alignment. Oh, come on. I wanted to see it in real time. We've come so far. Crushed it. That's flawless. You catching this, babe?
The money machine was about to take a thrashing from the officer.
Can I just go home? I mean, I'm
That was big bucks right there for sure. Will this affect the Pokemon card market? It already did.
I was
And the time she was doing the field sobriety test, over 15 scalpers weren't able to make it to the Pokemon vending machine.
on. Ted, call him. Call Hector.
Like Cherry, you're not complying.
You're, just because I'm white. Okay. There's no race. Now you care.
Top it all off, she did something inside the police car that the officer least expected.
No, she done pooped her pants.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Wait, is it? They trapped her in a goddamn vacuum! The car's vacuum sealed, help! Man, she was so calm and collected moments ago.
I can't breathe. I have suffocation issues. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
No, I'm not a doctor, ma'am. Everybody has suffocation issues. If someone's being suffocated, they got a big fucking issue. That's not a unique condition.
You're so oh my god.
She's got you now. Hey! Oh, that's gross. Hey! Pervert. Oh, hey, why is she alting now?
Because you have a small
Hey! Come on.
so sweet. How does it feel to never be important in your life? Loser. You fat. You
At least they put the air back in the car.
I swear to God, give me air. Give me
Stop hogging all the air!
YouTube thinks you'll love the video on screen. Click to watch now.
Cool finale. Well, what about the blow-dry bar? Stocks through the roof, or what's up with that? I'm sure it's doing just fine under her crackshot leadership. Yeah, we'll fill out the March Madness bracket. That was more interesting than I thought it'd be. I think I just got personally invested because she's a Tampa native. Like me. I'm here for you, Carly. That was awesome. I'll have to pay a visit to Blow Dry Bar to pay my thanks. Bail her out. Bitch, why would I be bailing her out? She was talking about how she makes $700K a year. She in her own words, she manipulates 30 employees. Fires them sometimes. Like, why does she need me to bail her out? She's fine. It really takes a lot to surprise me with stupidity in this day and age, because we have easy, unlimited access to the loony bin called Twitter 24 hours a day. It's like a zoo, like a little SCP containment facility for all of the dumbest and weirdest creatures that evolution and inbreeding has ever produced. And yet today, I watched a video that left me stunned by an evil imbecile. I'm sure a lot of you have already seen this because it went viral earlier this week, so I'm definitely tardy to the party, but I'm just seeing it now. It's a drunk driver from Illinois. She killed 2 people and couldn't stop giggling about it and couldn't register that she wasn't going to be able to go to school the following day or get her car back. So there's body cam footage that has now just come out, even though this incident took place last year. She received 14 years for this, which I think is just not enough. I've been very vocal about my disdain for drunk drivers. I hate drunk drivers more than Garfield hates Mondays. It is a purely unforgivable act. It is selfish, dangerous, and there's no excuse for it ever. Especially in today's society where there's Uber, Lyft, a taxi, calling a friend. You can easily find transportation to get home that doesn't involve putting everyone's life at risk on the road. And this lady killed 2 people while drunk driving. Just normal, innocent people that did nothing wrong, and not only did she kill them, she couldn't stop laughing about it, just having a giggle fit like she was in a tickle fight. The body cam footage released, and it is disgusting.
Keep your head straight. Okay. That's sweet. I told you it's fine. I'd rather do the walking.
Okay, go up. Keep your head straight. Just look up with your eyes.
She's reacting to a fatal accident like a child reacts to a clown at a birthday party. And she was informed that 2 people involved here died. And she truly just couldn't give less of a fuck about any of that.
I have school tomorrow, so how do I get my car for tomorrow?
Well, your car is totaled.
It's what?
Your car is totaled.
Totaled?
Totaled, wrecked.
So they conducted field sobriety tests, all of which she failed because obviously she is completely hammered. They then get to this point in the video where the officer and her are in the room and she doesn't like the silence, so she says that she's going to start singing. So she starts flexing the golden pipes with some of the worst fucking singing you'll ever hear. It's not really singing, it's more like some kind of Gregorian chant if it was being farted out of a walkie-talkie, and she starts dancing like she's in some kind of trance. But regardless, she starts boogieing down and singing. She's treating this whole situation like she's at fucking Mardi Gras. Like it's like she's celebrating that she had just killed 2 people as if it was some kind of fucking sacrifice, and she's happy about the whole situation. It's not even that she's not registering it. She actively doesn't care, which is completely different. Yes, she is beyond drunk, clearly, but she is aware of what has happened. He has told her multiple times she understands why she's there and just actually doesn't give a fuck.
Okay, so how do I get it to your school?
You don't.
So, I don't go to school tomorrow, is what you're telling me?
You brain dead fucking worm. Obviously you're not going to school tomorrow. You just killed 2 people in a drunk driving accident. This isn't GTA where you can just reset and undo what happened here. You took 2 people's lives away because you're a fucking ridiculously stupid idiot. Like, holy shit. And the only thing that she can even process is that this might be an inconvenience to her because she has school tomorrow and she doesn't want to miss class.
No, ma'am. You want me to be honest with you? You're going to jail, you don't have a bond, you killed 2 people tonight. I don't think you understand that. You do not have a bond, you are not getting out of jail. Your car is property of East Peoria Police Department because it's a crime scene. It killed 2 people tonight. You are clueless with that, clearly. I've already explained this to you. You're going to jail for reckless homicide tonight. You're going to jail for aggravated DUI for killing 2 people. That's what's going on. So no, you're not going to school tomorrow. You're not getting your car out of impound.
Okay, the Tuesday for my night class.
How this officer didn't just stand up and flip a chair over out of frustration is beyond me. Just watching this had me want to flip a table like I had just lost a game of chess and got upset about it. He just laid down all of the brass tacks here, explained the situation for the fucking 50th time already, and once again, she still only cares about her standing, about being able to go to class. So then she says, well, what about Tuesday? You know, like, as if she thought she'd only spend like 24 hours in jail or something after killing 2 people. Like, okay, you know, I'll do the time for the crime. Oh, okay, I get it. Punishment is necessary. So 24 hours, right? Tuesday I can get my car? We can just go ahead and magically put my car back together even after it's been totaled after my drunk driving accident that took away 2 people's lives? Yeah, do we have a Magneto on board who can fix my car up so that way I can get to class on Tuesday?
Did you just hear what I just told you?
You said I'm not going tomorrow. I'm talking about Tuesday.
Did you hear when I said
You
that
said I'm going to jail tomorrow.
You're going to jail when we're done here?
Yes.
Did you understand what I told that you killed 2 people tonight?
Yeah, so I'm just wondering when I can go to school.
Okay, we're done.
Once again, she is hearing him loud and clear. She is acknowledging that she is hearing that she is responsible for the death of 2 people. She just doesn't care. They could have brought the corpses in and she probably would have let out a hearty belly laugh like Santa Claus. She doesn't fucking care. She didn't know them personally, thus their life is meaningless to her. The only thing that matters is now it might be somewhat of an inconvenience because she thinks she might not be able to go to school tomorrow or even on Tuesday now. So now she's starting to get a little panicked because, oh, she's going to miss her fucking Tuesday night class. Not because she just killed 2 people, it's just she's going to miss her Tuesday night class.
You're all on body camera being completely careless about killing 2 people tonight. You could care less. That's sad and pathetic and horrible all at the same time.
Can you say that as a cop?
Yes, ma'am, I can.
Okay, so can I ask when I can go back to school?
I'm not the officer on the scene here, but I can answer the question for you. 14 years, and you can go back to school. And hopefully, if you do go back to school in 14 years, everyone bullies the shit out of you and never lets you forget this moment, and never lets you forget what you did. I don't think you should be able to go back to school in 14 years. I think that is way too lenient of a punishment for what you've done. I think the sentence should have been much longer here, for sure. But I wasn't the judge on the case, so it's clearly not up to me here. I think she is irredeemably stupid, and I do think stupidity can reach a level where it is dangerous, like in a case like this, where you become a danger to everyone around you because you are such an absolute bumbling fucking moron. Now, she was singing a bit of a different tune here, talking about how remorseful she was, saying she's sorry for everything and she'd never commit anything like that again, hasn't drank since that day and doesn't plan on drinking ever again. However, the judge was implored to just impose the maximum 28-year penalty, which I do completely agree with, but unfortunately, she only received 14 years. I also find it very hard to believe that now she's starting to feel remorseful, only now that she realizes she's not only going to miss school for those couple of days, she's going to miss school for 14 years. I still don't believe she has any level of remorse for the victims here. I truly don't. I understand she was drunk, but I used to get drunk a lot, and if you told me I so much as pushed somebody and hurt them, I would have been inconsolably upset that I was responsible for something like that, even while fucking inebriated. Like, it's not like when you're drunk, all of a sudden you become a callous statue that can't process emotion or process any level of information, because she acknowledged multiple times that she understood 2 people died from what happened. She just still didn't care. She kept singing and dancing and just talking about school and how it might be an inconvenience to her. So I really do think that even while sober, she just doesn't fucking value anyone's life that she doesn't personally know. I know this is me getting very like armchair psychologist about all of it, but it's just the impression I get from the body cam footage as well as reading the rest of the story. I think she is irredeemably stupid and evil and dangerous. So just wanted to talk about this story a little bit. That's about it. So yeah. A drunk driving lawyer was recently arrested after flipping her car, and the footage from the arrest has just been released by a YouTube channel called Police Watch, and I thought it'd be fun to go over it because goodness gracious, heavens to Betsy, it is an interesting one. This lady is truly horrible.
Hello.
Hello.
Did you call?
I don't know where the girl is that was driving.
She's right there.
Oh,
Whose car
okay.
is this?
That's my grandson's, and it was parked right here. He
Okay.
hasn't went anywhere all day.
All right.
And
Is everybody okay?
yeah,
Okay.
everybody's
All right,
okay.
I'll just have you guys hang out over there for now, okay?
Now you're all brought up to speed with the lore here, the context of the situation. An intoxicated woman was driving her vehicle, hit a parked car, which caused her vehicle to flip and land on its side. This actually looks like something out of GTA when you ramp off of a parked tow truck, but you don't fully land the stunt.
Hello.
Hi.
Looks like you might have crashed your car, huh?
Oh my gosh. Hi. Yeah, I'm Rachel. Nice to meet you.
Rachel? Eli, nice to meet you. What's going
Nice
on?
to
How'd
meet
this
you.
happen?
I don't know.
Almost immediately, this officer had me giggling because he's speaking to her like he's speaking to a puppy. Like, oh, hello there. Oh, well, what's going on? You got a toy? What's happening over here? And then we're introduced to our protagonist, Rachel. And when asked what happened, she goes for the tried and true method, a timeless classic, playing dumb. Geez. Oh, man. Boy, howdy. I don't know how this happened. What is the car doing on its side? That can't be right. What a confounding mystery we're faced with, eh, officer?
You're not sure?
Yeah,
It's your car?
this is my vehicle.
Yeah.
Yes, obviously.
Well, how did it end up on its side? Do you know? Did it just...
I mean, obviously it didn't just
Right.
play itself.
I see a kid's seat. There wasn't a kid in here when this happened,
No,
was there? Okay.
no children in here. Obviously, this didn't just happen by itself.
Right.
So that,
Were you driving it?
You're going to quickly realize that obviously is Rachel's favorite word in the English language. She uses the word obviously more than a teenager uses the word like. It started to lose meaning for me with how often she was saying it during this video. But she's trying to explain that it is her vehicle that's ended up on its side, but she doesn't really understand how it happened. Obviously, something must have happened. But what? We've got to get to the bottom of this, officer. We got to figure out how my car ended up like this. Perhaps a strong gust of wind? Spontaneous tornado? Unlikely. But what about Godzilla stomping around causing a bit of shaking on the road, which caused my car to pop up on 2 wheels, Dukes of Hazzard style, and just flip? I don't know, officer. There's a lot of things that could have led to this, obviously.
I obviously was driving the vehicle.
Okay.
So, I mean,
Do you,
Go ahead.
do you
Just need the
always
one
ask
for
redundant
Adam Tor's victory.
questions, or you just ask questions?
I just ask questions. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. That's all.
Yeah,
It's
I mean-
Rachel, right?
It is, Rachel. It's nice. Yeah. I was just driving down the road. And then
10-4, can
on
you
my
run it?
vehicle.
So were you driving this way?
Yeah, obviously.
Well,
That's the way the vehicle's facing.
Why do you
So,
keep saying obviously?
well, I mean, I think
The officer's asking too, why do you keep saying obviously? He just rolled up to the scene. Pulling up to a scene with a fucking rolled over car on its side isn't exactly the most normal thing ever. That's not something that just spontaneously happens. Especially on like a not busy residential street with nothing around. This is a fucking barren, empty area here. It's like she just crashed outside of Courage the Cowardly Dog's house in the middle of nowhere. So clearly the officer doesn't know all of the details around how this could have possibly happened. So he's asking you. I don't know why she's so combative already. I mean, obviously, I know why she's so combative, because she is annihilated. She is extremely drunk. There's no telling where the alcohol stops and the blood starts in her body anymore. She is doing her best to try and find some way of weaseling herself out of this situation. A car turned on its side here isn't just some, like, random thing that happens. So her going, obviously I was driving in this direction, there was a car, and well, one thing leads to another, and now look at the pickle we're in. Yeah, you know, it happens all the time. Why are you making a big deal out of it, officer? Do you always ask such redundant questions?
everything with this scene is pretty obvious, so
Okay.
I don't think there's much left to...
I guess, did you just not see the car on the side of the road, or how did it end up getting hit?
There was no car on the side of the road.
There wasn't?
Not to my knowledge, no.
Rachel, I am looking at the car on the side of the road that you hit. It's still right there. It hasn't despawned. It's sitting right there. You looked at it. The officer shined a light at it. Did she drink herself blind or something? What are you talking about? The car you hit is still right there, staring you in the face, staring a hole through your soul. I don't know why she's trying to, like, pretend it's not there.
There was a car driving this way. I was clearly driving in my lane.
Okay. Go ahead.
She's trying to cast like a genjutsu on the officer here to convince him that there was another car driving and that's the one that's actually at fault. Clearly she was in the correct lane, like a good law-abiding citizen and a very not drunk good driver. And then all of a sudden things went cattywampus and it's all that other driver's fault that was driving this way. And then the officer goes over to the vehicle that she hit, the parked car, and then she still tries to continue this ruse that she did everything right, and yet can't explain how her car ended up on its side. Oh my god. And the entire time she still stays so condescending, so insufferable.
Where are you coming from tonight, Rachel?
I was coming from my friend's house on the south of town.
On south of town?
South. Yeah.
Okay.
Super
Was there anyone in the vehicle with you when this happened?
No, there was nobody with me, and I can tell you, like, there was obviously
You had anything to drink tonight, Rachel?
no, I
You
haven't.
just be honest with me.
Well, I'm convinced she's stone cold sober. Well, now we just gotta find the guy who's responsible for flipping her car over, that hooligan, absolute scoundrel. I also don't understand what she started doing with her hands there. She just goes like, obviously, and then starts doing like a John Cena, you can't see me. So I don't know what she was trying to do there. It looked like she was about to bust out a fucking anime move with that one, or start going into like some crazy dance moves, like a body wave or something.
No,
It's not gonna incriminate you any further or anything like that?
I know. Nope, no.
Nothing to drink, huh?
Not since 6 p.m.
6 p.m.?
So I would
It's about
say...
a few hours, huh?
Yeah. Like,
What did you have at 6?
I had what we considered a beer cocktail, I guess.
How much alcohol would you say is in that?
It's a 4%, 4%.
And you just had one of them?
Yeah, it's just a fun.
A beer cocktail, Rachel. Do you think me a fool? Are you pulling my leg? A beer cocktail? kind of fucked up alchemy is that? What kind of awful potion? You kidding me? That's the best you could come up with here? You expect anyone in the world to believe that you drank one beer cocktail? Jiminy Christmas, and you were doing such a great job with your acting performance. This display was immaculate. I was almost convinced, Rachel, I really was. If I couldn't hear the video, if I played it on mute, maybe. Every single word she has said, she hasn't been able to get out without it being slurred. She is unable to form a coherent sentence. She is lost in a fucking fantasy land right now, stranded in Narnia here, doing her absolute best to try and explain away how her car is on her side, when I am pretty sure she doesn't even know how it happened because she is so fucking drunk.
We were at a fantasy football draft tonight.
That explains the jersey. You a Cowboy?
Yeah, that's why I'm in
Cowboys
New
fan?
Jersey. Yeah, I'm a Cowboys fan.
All right.
But yeah, I just had one cocktail. It was a, I don't know the brand name of the cocktail. I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's not bad.
But I know it was 4% alcohol.
Don't worry, Rachel. I'll go ahead and dunk this alley-oop you've tossed me. I think I know what the brand name was of the cocktail you consumed. Was it perhaps a Liar's Light? Or what about a untruthful brew? You're a liar. What I'm saying, Rachel, is you are literally lying. This is ridiculous. You make me sick.
So here's the deal, Rachel.
So here's the deal. I won't answer any more of your questions.
You're not going to answer any more of my questions?
No.
Okay. Well, you don't have to answer anything.
If you'd like to know... Nope. Actually, I'll let you know what's going on from now. Because you've superseded your rights of asking me questions.
Hi, ma'am.
Oh shit, Rachel's in control now. She's taken the helm. She's in charge. She's got all the power now. Uh-oh. The tables have turned.
Nope. And so any more questions you have, you can talk to my attorney.
Case closed. There's nothing they can do anymore. Rachel invoked the power of attorney, which obviously clears her of any wrongdoing with the drunk driving and hitting a parked car, flipping her vehicle on the road here. So, hey, it was a good try from the officers, but unfortunately Rachel proved to be too powerful, too knowledgeable on the law. And that's no doubt because she herself is a lawyer. A damn good one at that, too. Up there with the greats, like Saul Goodman and Billy Mitchell.
Phone, wallet, keys, anything like that?
No, honey.
Okay. All right. Ready?
Okay. You ready? Let's go.
Rachel refused to do any of the field sobriety tests. They arrested her on suspicion of DWI, and Rachel continued to be an insufferable asshole the entire time, even dropping one of those honeys in there. So, still condescending. It's actually pretty impressive how even in the midst of all of this, she continues to be an absolute asshole. It's actually kind of wild. I wonder what she's like sober. I bet this is her toned down. I bet when she's sober, she's like 10x this. Like when she goes to a Cowboys game, I bet she's like fighting with every single other fan in the stadium. Like she's going around just starting shit with everyone, spitting on them.
I mean, did you assume I was operating under alcohol, or had you been assured by some sort of test? You just assumed, right? Correct? And is our conversation being recorded?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Correct? So you assumed I was operating my vehicle. Correct? Is that correct? Yes or no?
Rachel, we're not going to have this conversation.
Okay, so that was correct, right? That's why you arrested me. You assumed I was operating my vehicle. Correct?
She spends a considerable amount of time in the back of the police car trying to mega mind her way out of this situation, a fucking Jimmy Neutron brain blast. So she's trying to reverse this, like interrogate them. Oh, you assumed I was the one driving the vehicle, correct? And yeah, yes, you admitted to that, Rachel. You yourself confirmed you were the one operating the vehicle, but I'm sure she's already forgotten that. Like, the only thing she's remembering consistently is her name. So she's already in a rough state, but she's trying her absolute best here to try and find the right dialogue tree option to get out of here, but it doesn't exist. And it is so annoying listening to her try this, like, you assumed I was under the influence. Correct? You didn't administer any tests. Correct? Even though they tried to, but she declined to do the tests. So yes, they're going by the very clear indicators that you are drunk with the way you're speaking, as well as the smell of alcohol on her breath. Now, I was honestly expecting her to try some very unhinged tactics here, like maybe making a secondhand smoke style argument like, okay, the smell of alcohol on my breath, interesting. I only had one beer cocktail. Perhaps the reason that you're smelling alcohol so strongly from my breath is because all of my friends were drinking so much at the fantasy football party that my proximity to them coated my mouth, thus leading to this method of alcohol that you're smelling. I didn't drink anything more than one beer cocktail. I am not drunk. I am a victim of secondhand alcohol.
I won't talk anymore, dear. You never read me my Miranda rights or told me what I was under the arrest for. So I was looking for some clarification because my Miranda rights were never read, and you also never told me what I was under the arrest for. Do you remember that part? It's a bitch when you arrest a lawyer.
The amount of time she gets us with a bait and switch by saying, I'm done talking, or you'll just have to speak to my attorney from now on, that's it for me, only to continue just fucking vomiting a bunch of nonsense, is so wild. She just has this inability to shut the fuck up. She just keeps going and keeps being an insufferable asshole. Now she drops a bombshell here, a plot twist that Game of Thrones could have never even written, that has me scratching my head a little bit. It's a very interesting claim that I have to call objection on. She insinuates that she is a lawyer. Now, I'm not a lawyer. I haven't passed the bar, which means I can sniff out when other people haven't passed the bar as well. And oh brother, does she stink. She reeks of lying and deception here. I don't think she's a lawyer at all. I think what likely is the case is that she read a single Twitter thread from some pseudo-intellectual that tried to lecture about, here's how you get out of any situation involving the authorities. And then she's taking it as though she's some kind of knowledgeable lawyer or something now because of it. Because she is wrong on everything. She's saying that they didn't tell her what she's being taken in for, even though they explicitly told her that it's going to be for the OWI. Like, they made it very clear. She just immediately forgot because she is fucking hammered. And then she's talking about the Miranda rights not being read to her. And now, take this with a grain of salt, because like I mentioned, I am also not a lawyer, but from everything I've read, they don't need to read you your Miranda rights until it is like a complete formal investigation. It's just everything you say before those rights are read can't be used by them.
We just kind of let you, like, walk into those things. But you didn't read me my Miranda rights, and you also didn't tell me what I was under arrest for. Do you remember that? And the best part was that was all on dash cam footage. I mean, it's okay. We all learn. The worst part is I'm not intoxicated, and I don't think there's anything else to say.
She tries to give almost like a supervillain monologue here. You fell for my trap. I let you all walk into it. It was all designed from my master plan, my scheme. And you fell hook, line, and sinker for it. But you know the worst part? I'm not even intoxicated. As she's like falling in and out of consciousness, not even able to remember what has and hasn't been said or what's going on. She's probably forgotten that she flipped her car. But yeah, anyway, I'll go ahead and stop it here. Like I always say, I have no respect for anyone who drives drunk. Just like cereal deserves milk, I think drunk drivers deserve to be shamed. So, I'm just doing my due diligence here. Big L for Rachel, and that's really about it. Glad no one was hurt. That's it. See ya. Throughout my entire academic career, I got consistently decent grades because I did the bare minimum of just turning in assignments when they were due. But of course, I'd occasionally slip up, you know, I'm human, everyone makes mistakes. And in those situations, I always did what every cornered animal does. I lashed out. I showed my teeth and I threw the Hail Mary. So I'd always try and weasel my way out or buy extra time through a little white lie, coming up with an excuse. I'd always try the classics like, hey professor, I'm sorry, my report's not ready today, I'm gonna need a little extra time. Last night, I found my brother lying face down in a pool of his own vomit. As you know, he struggles with alcoholism, and he was about to meet his maker, so I had to improvise a saline drip solution in order to save his life, and things just got away from me, and I ran out of time. You know, I just try it because why not? There's no reason not to at least try and come up with an excuse to get a little extra time out of the assignment. But you know what there's never an excuse for? Drunk driving. Yeah, you bet your sweet bippy all of that was to say I have no fucking respect for drunk drivers at all. I think it's inexcusable. I think it's unforgivable. Like, there's just never any justification for driving drunk, especially not in today's world where there's like Uber, Lyft, there's like 1,000 ways of just getting a ride home. Like, Jesus Christ, you could probably find someone on Craigslist that's giving piggyback rides out for $10. Like, there's just always a better way that doesn't involve driving drunk. And the reason I'm talking about that today is because a TikTok star named Amanda Caravala just lost her whole influencer career because a very embarrassing video has now hit the internet of her DUI that she received last year. It's fucking rough. I just saw a lot of people talking about it. I don't know the TikTok star, but it's apparently a pretty goofy video. So I wanted to at least see a little bit about it. It's nothing crazy. Okay, I'm still gonna give it a chance. This intro is going so hard for no reason. Makes me feel like I'm watching Miami Vice. What seems to be the problem, officer? How long are we just gonna stay? I mean, I think we can safely assume she's sleeping here. Maybe knock on the window. Are we timing her? Yeah, it looks like everything's okay here. Oh my god, wait, there's more police officers. Oh, you can't see it. It's behind my webcam. There's more police officers right here. Man, this whole block was popping off here. Damn. Everyone's catching the heat out here. I think we can establish that this is no condition to be driving in. She's missed a full cycle already. They might run if he wakes her up. That's a really good point that I didn't think about. That was actually a good point. So what's the proper protocol here? Slash her tires so she can't? Like, we're gonna have to wake her up eventually. We can't just let her sleep here all night. Oh. I see, so that was the play.
Whoa, whoa. Wake up! Put it in park! Put the car in park! Put the car in park!
She's like a zombie.
Police department, put the car in park!
Holy shit.
Wake up!
What is happening in there? This reminds me of the scene from the Resident Evil movie where there's that guy who says, "Don't open the door," right before he gets like his head blown off.
Come park over here.
Yeah, Amanda's having a real tough time here staying in this corporeal realm. Every time she starts dozing off, her jaw just falls to the floor like a dementor about to suck out some happiness. It is like actually kind of disturbing to look at. I've been super drunk, like turbo intoxicated, and I can't recall any videos of me ever looking like that. Like, that is a different level where like your jaw muscles stop responding to you. So this could be more than just alcohol. Of course, I'm not there testing her blood or going over toxicology reports. I'm just speculating as a pea-brained fucking idiot observer over here. It just looks really weird that her jaw is doing its absolute best to escape her face. She starts looking like the monster from the Amnesia game. Man, this is rough. Holy shit, how long do we stay in this standoff?
Would you mind opening the door for me?
Break the window? I'm surprised they haven't. Hey, there we go.
Excellent. There we go.
Hey, hi, police department.
Hey, what's going on?
Take your seatbelt off.
How fast was I going?
Know where you're at?
They're both, yeah, checking out the seats. I think you guys are like, shit, you know what I'm saying?
What?
Relax for a second.
What happened?
Do you know where you're at?
Yeah?
Where?
At the decision.
At the what?
I don't live in.
At the what?
At the decision that.
Go step over here.
Hey, we're gonna go over here. Go over.
At the what? What did you? The Abin Simon? Holy shit! Damn, she is fucked up.
A bunch of cop cars.
Nice, astute observation.
Alright, come over here.
Maybe she's sober.
What's your name? Amanda, what's going on tonight?
He's talking to her like a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, that you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Me?
Yes.
How much have you had to drink tonight? How much have you had to drink tonight?
Nothing.
Be honest. What time is it? 3 o'clock. Okay, 3 o'clock. Yeah, how much have you had to drink? 3 o'clock. I've had 3 o'clock to drink tonight. Okay. All right. So my next question to you. All right, man.
Can't argue with that, to be fair. That was a pretty good
Anything
checkmate.
medically wrong with you? Are you diabetic? How am I supposed to track your finger with just my eyes when my kids' cars are moving? Okay. All right. So
Kids' cars?
Okay.
Do you want to face this way?
What is she seeing? My kids' cars? Is it like in Looney Tunes where when someone gets hit with a mallet over their head, they're seeing like stars and little Tweety birds flying around in circles? This is... What the fuck? Yeah, this is like beyond faded. No, I'm sorry for the mistake, ma'am. Please, continue on your way. Seems we were wrong.
No shit!
Oh boy.
No shit!
Now we've reached that stage of being drunk where it's just loud and angry. Well, she either got banned or doesn't have an account on here anymore. Now, Amanda Caravala wasn't like a super duper TikTok star, but she had almost 2 billion views on the platform before, I'm assuming, being removed from it, or maybe she got laughed off the platform once this video was released. I'm really not sure on the timeline there. But if you want a little more information on the case, this video is actually from 2021, and she pled guilty and was sentenced to 12 months probation and 6 days of community service, and then paid about $2,000 in fines. So overall, she got off pretty easy. Even though she wasn't involved in an accident or there were no victims, at least not that we know of, I still think that this is light sentencing, but of course it could be my own bias because of how much I despise the act of drunk driving. It's needlessly dangerous and endangers not only the driver's life, but anyone in their car and anyone in any car around them. It's fucking ridiculous. So she got off super easy. Like, I mean, goddamn. When they asked her how much she had to drink, her reply was 3 o'clock. She's had 3 o'clock to drink. Do you know how much that is? If you convert that into fluid ounces, that's like 5,000 beers. Like, that is an incredible amount of alcohol she's consumed. Like, her BAC must have been like a 10.0. Oh yeah, I also didn't show it in the video here, but I'll just explain it to you. Towards the end of her arrest, she kept asking for someone named Mike Davis to show up to the scene, as if she was like trying to summon Batman. Like, she repeatedly asks for some vigilante named Mike Davis, who apparently works for that police department. And that got a big giggle out of me, because I love to imagine, like, Mike Davis hears his name being called somewhere, and he hops in his car and his cruiser, turns on the siren, scoots in sideways, and gets out like an action movie hero and says, "All right, boys, I've got it from here. You're safe now, Amanda." Like, I just have to imagine, like, she must have known of someone loosely in the police department and just tried her best to, like, get out of this by dropping his name, to no avail. Still getting arrested. And then she makes a huge hoopla in the car on the way there. But yeah, I just wanted to show this because I think this is an instructive moment on how your entire online career can be undone with one horrible decision. And not only that, a decision like drunk driving could just straight up end your life. One bad decision like that could just straight up fucking kill you. That's not an exaggeration. That shit happens all the time. Fuck drunk driving. Don't do it. A little PSA. That's about it. See ya. Saw a video title float around in my algorithm today that really caught my eye. It's called "The Drunkest Man in Police History." And I thought, that's a pretty bold statement. The most inebriated man in the history of law enforcement? Well, I've got to take a peek for myself to see if the rumors are true.
4-year-old Nathan was observed by witnesses attempting to enter the highway on-ramp at a high rate of speed when he lost control and crashed his vehicle into an embankment. It's also worth mentioning that Nathan had 3 prior OWI convictions in 2 active cases.
If drunk driving was a sport, this would be the LeBron of it. He's got some active cases against him, and it seems like he treats driving the same way I treat shuffling. I won't do it unless I've had at least 10 drinks. So our little superstar Nathan, looking fresh out of an audition for the new season of Shameless, has found himself operating a vehicle while inebriated per usual, but this time he's in a bit of a pickle.
Okay.
It's my fault.
What happened?
My fault. I'll give it to you when it's respected.
Okay. Can I get you guys to wait over here, please?
Yeah.
What an interesting proposition. He's accepting responsibility for the situation here, but only on the condition that he gives it to them when it's respected. That's the art of the deal, baby. What a fucking conundrum. No one's more deserving of respect than our boy Nathan here, multi-champion drunk driver.
What's your name?
Not the point right now.
Okay, what is the point?
I'll give it to you when it's respected.
Why are you so angry right now?
About 40 or 50 miles an hour, weaving in and out of the traffic.
I got cut off. This is what happened.
The way that he's like holding the door open while he's poking his head out of the cabin, it's like a gopher looking to see its shadow to know if we're getting more weeks of winter. Like, it looks like fucking Robin Williams coming out of Jumanji asking what year it is. This guy is fucking clueless on what's going on here. It is a really big statement to say this is the drunkest man in police history, and I'm sure it's exaggeratory to some extent, but watching him, it is impressive just how fucking hammered he is without being face down in a pool of his own vomit. I've gotten disgustingly hammered before, and it's led to me puking for 2 hours in the back of a rented truck once. But I still feel like he's drunker than I was. The only time I'd ever been more out of it is in college when I smoked a mystery doink that almost sent me to Valhalla. Pretty sure I beta tested Fent with that one. And I think there is still a very good chance he is still more fucking out of it than I was, and he just tried to operate a vehicle. And it's not his first time doing it either. It's crazy. He should not be allowed behind the wheel of an automobile under any circumstances whatsoever.
I think I'm gonna just hold it until my life gives.
What it seems like.
Well, obviously not, right?
Well, let's start making moves to get down.
Well, let's do that then.
Do it. I'm waiting on you.
It's not on me no more. Christ.
You mean to help you?
No, it's a $30,000 truck, man. I got it after you, alright?
Alright, go ahead.
It's so over the top, it almost feels fake, like a parody. It almost feels like a Buster Keaton silent film where he's acting drunk. But this is very real, and the way that he dismounts that truck, I mean, 10 out of 10 technique, he just dropped the Fosbury flop on him right there. He just ragdolls himself off the truck. Now, I'm still not sure if I 100% agree that this is the drunkest man in police history, but I can guarantee you that you can be the cleanest man in world history if you go get some cheeky soap right now. Our Valentine's Day sale ends today. 10% off the entire store. Use cheeky.com for the best soap in the fucking world. Click the link in the description.
I haven't seen my kids in 3 months.
Sorry to hear that, man.
Damn, the lore. That's sad exposition right there. He's trauma dumping now, and, well, you can't help but feel sorry for him now. Geez, pulling on the heartstrings with that. I don't think he has kids. I think that's just a full-blown lie. I think he's just pulling for anything like, I'm not drunk, it's just I'm really sad. I haven't seen my kids in 3 months. And he starts hitting his truck. Damn! Blast! Curses!
You're not injured at all? No, you're not in pain at all?
My hands are both broken.
Okay.
I'm sure my forearms both broken from this fall.
Let's get you to the ambulance and the fire department will take you out too. Okay?
So just to recap, he just came in way too aggressively.
Yeah.
That's the way yeah.
The ceiling leaks, the floor creaks, both hands are broken, forearms broken, my dick squeaks. Like, what is he talking about, man? What? I love how they're like, are you injured? He's like, yeah. Glass bones, paper skin, hands broken, forearms broken, 5 toes broken on both feet. It's just, honestly, everything might be broken, officer. Who did this?
What's your birthday?
For what reason?
Nathan, because you're gonna...
That's besides the point. I've got cut off.
Your husband talked to Lieutenant Goody.
So you, right? So I have no reason to speak to you, right?
Go ahead, then speak to Lieutenant
So
Goody.
leave that way.
Nope.
What's your birthday?
I would rather speak to you this way, right? You have no reason to follow us. Go back that way. Go ahead back that way.
Okay, are you gonna...
You and follow back that way.
Okay.
Oh boy, this guy's good. He's playing hardball. So he starts to sniff that they might be onto him because they're asking him questions like, hey, what's your name? And where's your ID? So he's like, for what reason? May I inquire as to why you're curious on these specifications on my being? I don't know about that, officer. You have no ground to stand on. Please excuse yourself. Please go that way. I'm going to talk to the other officer this way. Please go. Go, bless now, please. Yes, of course. Yes, why? For what reason? So he just keeps saying for what reason over and over again and, like, dismissing the other officer. Like, you're excused. I outrank you.
Just so you know, you're under arrest right now for some driving violations and drunk driving. For what reason?
All three of y'all look stupid as right now.
I'm being searched.
I ain't got nothing upon my own, so to speak. Y'all break my wrist, y'all being sued. Let me re-coordinate, because my wrist cannot breathe.
I got that side right.
He continues to just be an asshole nuisance, so the cops eventually just throw him in the cuffs, not respecting his obvious broken hands and broken forearms, broken dreams, and broken spirit. Everything is all cattywampus internally. And then I don't know what monologue he gave them right there. He said, like, I don't care about being searched. I ain't got nothing on me upon my, I'm just a bill. I'm only a bill sitting here on Capitol Hill type shit. And then he says that his wrist can't breathe.
Man, I'm a grown dude. Who are you? No, I'm not ready. Can I pick up my pants? So let me put the hands in, so to speak, in front of me. My don't hang in front of me, right? No, it ain't in front of me.
You want them up?
Yeah, I want them up. Is that a problem? What are you, Taliban? Dumbass? Bring me to county for what? You have nothing on me right now.
That's true. There's nothing here. There's no case they can build against him. This is bulletproof, watertight, actually. He's very smooth. He's doing a great job of staying squeaky clean here.
Why am I being brought to county? Why am I being brought to county?
You're not right now. You're put in a car first.
So why am I being brought to county?
His voice sounds like a cartoon character. It sounds like Miss Fowl from Jimmy Neutron, but without like the raspy squealing to it. Like, I don't know what he's been drinking. Maybe he's been doing beer helium balloons that he's been inhaling in his truck or something, so now he's got all like the helium in his lungs and shit and all the alcohol. Like, I don't know, but his voice, like, there's no way he sounds like that on a day-to-day basis, right? It just feels like it's pitch shifted for a chipmunk version of a song or something, like Nightcore.
For what reason?
All right, drunk driving.
So we're going to go over some paperwork real quick, all right?
For what paperwork?
Are you going to have a seat?
For what paperwork?
For OWI.
For what OWI?
All right,
and
so
failing to maintain your truck on a...
Here's the thing. We're just going around in a circle right now. It's not helping anything.
It wasn't a circle. It was a straightaway.
No, I meant we're talking in a circle.
Sure. We'll bring
so
it
are you gonna have a seat?
Should I?
Checkmate, officer. Nathan caught you in a lie. You said it was a circle, but it was clearly him totaling his truck on a straightaway. Peculiar. We call that the scholar's mate, good sir. Nathan wins again.
All right, so there's no other options right now.
I don't give a about my other options. My other options is a felony, which I'm already facing. Does it matter to you?
Your choices are get in, or we make you get in. That's it.
And your choice doesn't matter if I get in the car or not, right?
It's one of the two right now. Which is your
So it's one of the two right now, right? So it's either a felony or a misdemeanor. Which is it gonna be? What do you want it to be?
Right now it's a ticket.
Right now it's a ticket.
He's not even arguing with them or anything. He's just repeating what they say back to them with slurred speech. And that's it. He's not even making any kind of statements, or like he's barely even getting words out. He's kind of just like gargling his own tongue half the time while trying to stay conscious.
Chose to drink and drive, though.
You're a bitch. All of a sudden, I chose to drink and drive, and you're a bitch, right?
It's your opinion.
It's not my opinion. You're a bitch. You're a bitch, motherfucker, and I know what your face looks like. How about that?
The way they censor it so much reminds me of that Whitest Kids You Know sketch with Abraham Lincoln, you fucked up now. It's like the officers start to just like goof around with him to a certain extent, so he hits him with almost like a Big Lebowski moment where when he calls him a bitch, he's like, well, he's kind of just like, your opinion, man.
Tell it bothers you with the way you're tensing and this dude right here. Hat, beard, skinhead, everything else.
It isn't a very good beard, I agree.
Shut the f*** up, bro.
I try the best I can.
up, bro.
All right.
Don't say a word to me.
Better than that.
You a skinhead. Shut your mouth. How about that? Shut your mouth. I pay your motherfucking taxes, bro.
I've got a hunch Nathan doesn't pay for shit. I feel as though he's most likely still mooching off mommy and daddy's money and crashing their cars with his drunk driving antics. Of course, I'm not a psychologist and I'm not his bartender that's plagued by his presence Monday through Sunday, but judging from his resume with the multiple DUIs as well as this current one, I can say with a high level of confidence he's an insufferable piece of shit.
Off my chest! Y'all seem stupid as Alright, back.
Since Nathan's compliance only continued to diminish, officers chose to place him in a wrap restraint device.
Answer me that.
Drinking and driving and resisting arrest.
No, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
Opinion, man.
It was like 5 minutes of hoopla with Nathan just trying to roast them, but he just kept calling them ugly and calling them bitches and insulting that one dude's beard. And then eventually they just put him to the grass and lie him down until they can get the wrap restraint device, whatever the fuck that is.
You're ugly. I'm about to slap your family, and your family, your bald ass. Pick me up. Think I give a Yep. Think I won't forget a
So they slap a goddamn doohickey on Nathan here and they carry him around like luggage through the TSA. They basically just have this wrap device, which is basically just something that'll put handles on a drunk fucking idiot like Nathan so they can carry him easier. It's so interesting.
the fucking spit mask, bro. That's besides the point. Bro's a and he knows his wife was about to get spit on. That ain't my problem. His wife wanted to get DM'd.
This fucking thing looks almost exactly like the headgear I used to put on when I do after-school taekwondo courses. So Nathan tried spitting on one of the officers, so they had this on standby, which is basically just a bag with a cushion on it. Like, it almost looks like he's just getting kidnapped now.
790. 790.
One adult male on board en route to
Male
AMC.
on board and we're
9174, 9153.
Here we go, we're around 50.
While being transported,
the whole arrest is really a headache listening to Nathan, but in the backseat of the police cruiser, like, he's just started, like, mocking the police, and, like, you heard him there, 790, It really felt like Adam Sandler was back there for a moment. He was channeling it. Chalamet. Like, that's what Nathan was doing for the police ride to the station.
Doctor in here that looks ugly as f***. Y'all look stupid as f***. You look stupid as f***. I'm gonna sue the f*** out of you just for you being in here. You understand that? Do you understand that? Good. You might as well leave. You look ugly as f***. Y'all don't even look like cops. Who the f*** is this dude? A f***ing Nazi?
No, I'm not a Nazi.
You are a f***ing Nazi. Look at this dude with fake teeth.
Fake teeth?
Yeah.
No, they're just
look
really
at
nice.
Your teeth are fake, bro.
Unfortunately, they...
You got fake teeth, and you're sad because I got better teeth than you.
There's like 10 more minutes of him just trying to roast officers and saying some really questionable, odd shit, and then there you heard he tried to insult the officer's teeth, going on about like some Chip Skylark shit, some shiny teeth in me. So I'm not going to show you any more because it's just more of that. He got 18 months in jail for this, as well as like probation, as well as he had to write an apology note to one of the officers. Now, I think he got off really easy. This is his 4th OWI. 4. Count them, 4 OWIs. Why is he only spending 18 months in jail? Like, it's a miracle nobody was hurt from this. Like, I really think this is not someone who is learning their lesson at all. Let's just assume this is the drunkest man ever arrested in police history. Why would the drunkest man operating a vehicle only get 18 months in jail for it? After totaling that vehicle and putting so many people in jeopardy. I really feel like he got off super easy. This isn't some, like, sweetheart and angel who made some kind of crazy mistake. This dude does this fucking annually. Like, he is doing this repeatedly. And he is also just a massive piece of shit. Like, he got off very easy. But yeah, I saw this title and I just had to talk about it a little bit. That's it. See ya. I saw a body cam video floating around today that I would have sworn was from Florida, but turns out it's not. It's a gentleman being arrested for driving a Power Wheels battery-powered car while intoxicated.
I've got a male adult on a Power Wheels. I stopped him driving down 2nd Street. No lights on or nothing like that. What's my grounds if I get any impairment off of him?
Standard protocol dictates you give him an apple juice and let him know he needs to install headlights and some neon on that motherfucker, and you send him on his way. And just be thankful you ever even caught him in the first place. He must have been granny shifted, not double clutching like he should. Lucky he didn't blow the welds off the intake. That puppy can get up to like 5 miles per hour, and you'd never see him if he decided you didn't want to be seen. That baby hauls.
Yeah, man, it's a battery-powered Jeep. No, it's not the pink one. It's just like that, but it's blue.
The police decide that the Power Wheel still qualifies as a vehicle, as it's not self-propelled, and the officer proceeds with the usual traffic stop protocol.
Would it have changed anything if it was the pink one, I wonder? Like, the pink one, that's totally fine. That's textbook. But the second he received the report that it was blue, he just fucking goes ballistic. He loses his marbles. Not the pink one? Blue? Jeepers, creepers, what in tarnation? Did you pit maneuver him? Is he still breathing? From the sound of it, you caught Cobra Commander. Excellent work, officer. Yes, throw the book at him. I understand that it is dangerous to be riding around on anything that doesn't have lights, but this could easily have been a warning as opposed to, well, what can I get him for? You know what I mean?
You stand up out there for a second real quick, bud? You have any knives on you or anything like that?
Yeah, I do.
Can you take it off, throw it in the Jeep for me real quick? Yeah, any drink or anything tonight?
Please present your license and registration as well as the Toys R Us receipt for this vehicle, please.
No, not all? Okay.
The officer begins to administer some field sobriety tests to determine if the influence of drugs or alcohol could have made John think that driving a children's toy through town was a good idea.
It's silly and weird, sure, but it's not some horrific idea either. If Uber's not an option and no one could pick him up, it's significantly better than the alternative a lot of people turn to, which is driving themselves home in a state of inebriation. Also, let's just state the obvious. This thing isn't very fast. It doesn't have a lot of get up and go to it. It is slower than just walking. The Power Wheels doesn't come equipped with a V8 and NOS boosters. It is literally slower than me just walking. So it's probably less of a risk anyway because it's so goddamn slow in the first place. Plus, from the traffic stop here, it doesn't seem like he's riding the Power Wheels on the main road. It's not like it's, Mario Kart out here. He's not driving the Power Wheels around, drifting around corners, throwing banana peels behind him, disrupting the traffic flow or anything. He is, it seems, going through driveways and through the grass, which is what Power Wheels is made for anyway. I really think this could have just been a warning and they both laugh about it, giggle, and he just doesn't do it going further. Maybe he's like a repeat offender who always finds creative ways of getting home when really drunk or something, so next week maybe he straddles those Amazon Prime delivery bots, mounting it like a horse and has it ride him home or something. Like, that could be a totally separate issue, but it just seems highly unnecessary to make him do a field sobriety test and treat it like a normal traffic stop violation that eventually leads to him being arrested and charged. That just seems like overkill when I think that could have just been better spent going after people doing actually really harmful bad things as opposed to this guy on his trusty steed, the Power Wheels.
I never think it'd be good.
The officer proceeds to conduct additional tests. He gives him multiple opportunities to pass different versions of the straight line balance test, but John does not pass with flying colors.
He failed the field sobriety test harder than me failing in a tall man competition, so they do get him for that, operating a vehicle while intoxicated, even a tiny one.
Making the officer question his fitness to operate a motor vehicle, even a tiny one.
They speculate that this guy's on meth and decide that it's worth taking him in for this Power Wheels violation, and that got me kind of thinking here, up here in the noodle. Let's say someone is tweaking out on meth in a big way, they're insano style on meth. If given the choice, I would much rather they do that in a Power Wheels vehicle. Because if they decide to chase me for whatever reason, I feel confident I can outrun a Power Wheels car. I am faster than Power Wheels. But not even a goddamn U.S. military fighter jet is faster than someone on meth running on foot. I'm sure some of you have seen those videos of how fast people on meth can run at top speed. They go 0 to 60 faster than a Cybertruck.
This may come as a surprise, but under Indiana code, the Power Wheels qualifies as a vehicle. In addition, state code forbids an individual from operating a vehicle while intoxicated. The location where John is driving falls under the definition of a highway or street, according to law. So arresting John for operating a vehicle on a highway while intoxicated is entirely within the officer's authority.
And also just entirely unnecessary in my opinion. Like, I feel bad for anyone that gets in a situation like John where they're turning to drugs or alcohol to the point where they're taking a Power Wheels ride home, you know what I mean? Like, that's sad. And this absolutely could have been one of those situations where the officer has some empathy and just lets him know, like, hey, you can't really be doing this, you know? But instead, they slap him with charges, throw him in the back of the police car. The fate of the Power Wheels is unknown. I don't know if they towed it or put a boot on it. Who's really to say?
However, given the circumstances, it does seem rather petty that the officer is going forward with the arrest.
I was pretty surprised to hear the narrator say that, because it is petty to go through with this arrest. He then goes on to say that it raised some additional questions like, what if a child is driving a similar vehicle on the road instead? Or what if someone was operating a lawnmower, or like a riding mower or something like this as well? But yeah, even though the officers legally can make this arrest, I think there's a strong argument for why they shouldn't make this arrest. Like, I can shit my pants right now. I am holding in a fart that I know is packing a little extra punch. But I really shouldn't. Like, I'm not going to gain anything by doing that. I'm going to waste my time and my britches doing it. It's just one of those things where, even though they can do something, there was no reason to do it. This could have just been a simple conversation. Hey man, I don't know if you're going through a rough patch or not, but you really can't be taking the Power Wheels for a spin while you're drunk. You know, keep that puppy locked up in the garage and, you know, wishing you the best of luck. This is just a warning, so, you know, be a little more careful with it.
All that's because of Power Wheels?
Still can't drive them on the road, man.
I mean, what did you see me run most of the way out on the road?
I passed you on the road, okay?
I know that. I just go after you on your phone.
So the officer's saying that he was on the road with this vehicle, which does change things a bit. That does make it much more dangerous. However, in the footage here, there is a short moment before he gets pulled over where he is slightly encroaching on the road, but it seems like he's only there because there was nowhere else to go, because there's something blocking his path with like the sidewalk and the grass there, so it looks like he gets onto the road to get around that. I don't know if the officer's referring to another time, like maybe there was an instance before this whole thing started where he was just on the road, like maybe he was cruising down the interstate, taking a little joyride, tossing some bush lights over his head or something. I doubt it, but maybe there was a time before this started where he was on the road, and again, that makes it a little more understandable why he pulled him over, but I still don't think it was necessary to arrest him and slap charges on him for it. It still could have just been like a warning, like, hey, don't do that.
Now that's it. Now that's my good stuff. I see them through. See that? Yeah.
They search his vehicle and find nothing noteworthy. I half expected them to call a canine unit out there to sniff around and see if they alert for drugs or something in it, just to really blow this way out of proportion. Like, they get the bomb squad out there too, just to double check that the battery's not actually a weapon of mass destruction or something, and the fucking Power Wheels is the Trojan horse trying to get it into the middle of the city. It's so fucking silly, like, just how hard they went on this for no reason.
The toy car is still the man's property, and they can't just abandon it in the middle of the road.
I have to have a tow truck for the vehicle, okay?
Oh, okay, I didn't know, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's going to Troy's Towing. I can't leave it out here, so...
Oh, man.
You remember how I said, who knows what happened to the toy car? Well, you knows now. I was trying to keep that a little mystery for you. They actually fucking tow it. The gall to tow a toy car. You could have just thrown that in the back of the police vehicle. Just set it next to the guy. It would fit. Like, you didn't need to tow it. That's just slapping on another unnecessary expense that this guy is now going to have to pay to reclaim his property.
Yeah, I've been riding these Power Wheels for the last 9 months, and you're the only one that's taken me to jail. Why is that?
You've been stopped on it?
Yes.
John insists that he has talked to various other police officers who had no problem with him driving the miniature car. Even if that is the case, however, it doesn't change the DUI charge he's facing tonight.
He does say that he was on meth and marijuana at the time of the arrest, and then goes on to talk about how he was only 4 blocks from his home, and he'd actually been riding around on Power Wheels for about 9 months, and other officers had stopped him and didn't have a problem with it until this evening. It's probably the craziest DUI I've seen, and I just wanted to talk about it a little bit here because it is pretty wacky. And that's about it. So yeah. There's few things on this planet that make me more mad than drunk drivers. I've said that a lot in the past, so that shouldn't come as some kind of shocking revelation, but what is shocking is the clip that I saw today from 2 degenerate kick streamers who proudly broadcast themselves drinking and driving while speeding on the interstate and acting like they're playing Need for Speed Underground 2, literally putting every innocent person's life at risk on that road. Their content was commit a crime and see if you get to witness them die in the act and go straight to hell, and also most likely take others to the grave with them. It is so fucking incomprehensibly evil. Goofy sex offender Stash here takes a huge swig from the Smirnoff while driving recklessly. So, Inbred Speed Racer is broadcasting all this on Kick, which is very successful for this type of content because the audience loves to see people gamble with their lives. I have no doubt his viewers were on the edge of their seat, biting at their nails, wondering, are they about to witness 2 stupid assholes get themselves killed? And you can see in the chat that they are celebrating. They are pumping their fists. This is the best content ever, because they might get to watch these dumb fucking douchebags die. Yeehaw. What a fucking disgusting situation. Now, I suppose there is a chance that the Smirnoff has been replaced with water. Doesn't change the reckless driving. That's not smoke and mirrors or CGI or anything. They're not exactly on the set where The Mandalorian was filmed or anything. So that's still 100% authentic, but I guess it is possible that they're not drinking and driving. But I find that very unlikely. But let's just go ahead and suspend disbelief. Let's assume they're faking drunk driving. They're so pathetic. What an absolute vermin. So desperate for clout from Kick, of all places. That's like being the class president of the loony bin, that you'll pretend to be committing a crime for their entertainment. They are there to just watch you ruin your life, and you're proudly dancing for them, you absolute clowns. But the worst part about this is they're not just ruining their lives, they could have potentially ended the lives of completely innocent people around them. That is just evil, no matter how you spin this. 100% I think this is real. I don't think they replaced the Smirnoff with water. I am confident that these degenerates were actually drinking and driving while doing this. Just throws the bottle of Smirnoff out the window there for some reason. It's like a child with a sugar rush. Just has so much energy, so much adrenaline going on right now that he needs to break something, so he fucking throws the bottle of Smirnoff out the window. What losers? What absolute losers? They really think that this is hard. They think that this is cool somehow. The guy driving isn't doing anything impressive. He's driving on an interstate changing lanes. It's just dangerous. It's not impressive. Anyone can do that if they have a disregard for their lives and the safety of everyone around them as well. It's not like a very incredible maneuver that we're witnessing, a fucking master of his craft. You know, this isn't something you'd see in Fast and Furious and just be like, wide-eyed and blown away by the talent, and then his stupid fucking friend here feeding him alcohol while he himself is also drinking, and then throwing it out the window like it's a grenade. Like, this is the lamest shit ever, and they really are so proud of it. Risking your life for 125 viewers and 6 chatters. Nice. Imagine just throwing everything away, committing crimes for 125 viewers that are all there just to see if you're gonna die or not. What a miserable existence that must be. They need to be thrown in jail. 100%. Lock them the fuck up. I think the evidence here is irrefutable. We've got them documenting their own crimes in 4K, well, it's definitely not 4K, documenting their own crimes in crisp 480p kickstream here. It should be a slam dunk case for whoever wants to pursue that. For their safety and the safety of everyone around them, they need to be in jail. 100%. Because they'll probably keep doing this. I imagine this won't be their last drunk driving stream. This is probably just the beginning. They'll probably try and make this their whole brand right now because I have no doubt they view it as a very successful stream. I think the only thing we can pray for here is that when they inevitably do crash, they don't hurt anyone else around them. Or hopefully they get arrested before that happens. Who knows? But anyway, wanted to talk about this a little bit because it had me fuming. It had my blood boiling. I have absolutely no tolerance for drunk drivers whatsoever. There's no excuse for it, and the fact that you're so proud of it to be streaming the entire thing is crazy to me and just foul. It's fucked up. That's about it. See ya.